Hi, Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and today I'm going to present you this lens by 7Artisans, the 50mm 1.8 autofocus full frame for Lumix L, Leica L, Sigma L. It also exists in Sony E and also in Nikon Z. Where is the lens? Where is it? It's here, recording right now. Why? Because I wanted to show you if it works for me, the way I use lenses, if autofocus is following. It's just straight test, okay? So if I don't repeat, if it doesn't work, okay? So you have an idea, okay? So I'm going to take the lens out. I'm going to put another lens here. So I will show you the lens in my hand and pictures I've made. So let's start. So here's the lens, okay? As you can see, it comes with a great box as always with 7Artisans, a pouch. Also you get a small microfiber cloth to clean it, and a USB-C connector because you can actually update the firmware. Here you have USB-C connector. So I'm going to show you some pictures I've made with it, and I'm going to tell you a bit more. As you can see, if we look at the lens itself, the build is fully metal, really nice. It comes with a back and front cap, okay? And also the sun hood. Thank you so much, because I think it's great. It's in there. So it's fully metal, really nice. Here you have a switch, so you can have autofocus and manual focus. In case you can't manual focus, here you have the focusing ring. This is electric driven focusing ring, so there's no it doesn't come to a stop, okay? It's endless, okay? Here you have the aperture ring. And I've got a few things to tell you about this aperture ring. It goes from f1.8 to f16. Second, there is no click, okay? But here you have a light click to go to on the A mode. A is for automatic, or when you want to manage the aperture from the camera body. But one thing I think is important to tell, very often I forget to tell it. As you can see, the aperture ring is also electric, so it means if you're not connected to your camera, it's closed down to f16, okay? So that's no problem. It can be electronic, no problem, doesn't matter. But what is a problem for me is that when you will switch it on your lens, on your camera body, you will see that it's not continuous. It jumps step by step in third increment. It means that if you want to do video and you want it to do like change the depth of field, or you want to change the exposure, it will jump a third by third. It's not continuous. And I think it's a pity, because for me the whole sense of having a non-clickable aperture ring is to have really smooth transition from full aperture to closing down at the maximum. And here it will go in 1/3 increment, and you will see it because you do see how it opens like this, okay? So for me, that's not much sense to have a non-clickable if you don't have this smooth transition. I don't know why they do that, okay? But I think it's important to tell it. This is not the only lens I've seen like this. From other brands also, I've seen some that you have it jumps, it goes tick, 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 because it's electric. It's not actually mechanical, okay? But the build, honestly, is beautiful. So I'll give you some specs as I show you some pictures. From f1.8 to f16 plus the A, okay? Full frame, obviously you can still use it in an APS-C camera, and on full frame it gives you 46.8 degrees cover, okay? It exists for Lumix L. There's no APS-C in this format, okay? But Sony E, you do have Sony APS-C and full frame, and Nikon Z, and also both. The autofocus is on autofocus STM motor. I think is maybe a bit slow. It's really silent, but it does work fine. And for video, transition maybe smoother this way, because it's not as snappy. So for me, for a cine look, that's not bad. But for me, I had really not much problem with it, so it worked. It also works fine with detection, like face detection, bird detection, eye detection. That works perfectly. The build is fully metal, as I said, and the optical build is 11 elements in 9 groups. The minimum focusing distance is 50 centimeter I would love to have a bit shorter, but that's fine. Okay, I cannot complain about this. You have 11 blade in there, and it gives a bokeh that is not completely creamy. It's a bit like swill, but that's okay to me. But it depends. If you want really smooth bokeh, you need to have a really plain background, even if it's far away, but a bit plainish. Okay. Otherwise, you will see some small things in there. It's a style. Okay. Some people love it, some people don't like it. But I tell you what I found. Okay. If we look at the size without the caps, okay, and without sun hood, you have 104 millimeter here. By a diameter, external diameter of 72 millimeter. The filter size is 72 millimeter, which is a standard, and the weight is 421 gram, which is, yeah, it's normal. There's some glass in there, so it's not too heavy, but still it's not too light either. I think it's the standard size for a 50mm 1.8. That's okay. Okay, so as I said, it includes the sun hood, small pouch, the USB-C cable, and the small micro fiber cloth. Now let's speak about the optical quality. First, I'm going to show you a chart where I tested the lens, and I want to warn you first, okay, so you don't get scared. Charts are the most difficult test for lens. What I saw in the charts, I didn't find any of this problem on real life pictures. I'll tell you after why. So let's check the chart, okay? If you wanted to help me, I can help you too. I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel. There I don't speak about gear, I speak about photography, tuition, tips. There's a join button just below so you can access my video exclusive for members. I also leave you affiliated links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And don't forget, if you buy Luminar Neo or Aperty by Skylum, get a 10% discount extra with my code ERIC10. Extra because it's on top of any offer there. It's a great offer. You still place my code, it's even cheaper for you, and that helps me. So thank you so much. Let's carry on. So let's check at 1.8 first. Well, my target is not completely straight, doesn't matter. We do see that there is no distortion. Okay, there is a bit of vignetting. Let's check 100% the center. Center sharpness is not the best, but still it's good for 1.8. Border sharpness is good, but there is serious chromatic aberration. We see the green fringing. Let's check corners. Same thing, sharpness is okay for 1.8, but it's really high chromatic aberration, as we can see. Let's check f2, a bit less vignetting. There was a bit of vignetting on 1.8. Center is sharp, it's okay. Borders are okay. Well, regarding sharpness, border corners are fine, but the problem is the heavy chromatic aberration. Honestly, I didn't notice it on my pictures, okay? Target is a chart like this is always a lot more, request a lot more quality to look good. And very often the small defect we see on target on chart doesn't appear when you go in real life, okay? Here, 2.8. Sharpness in the center is good. Maybe it's a bit of moire here, not sure, okay? And the border are nice, but we still see this green fringing that is important everywhere. Corners, yeah, everywhere, okay? F4, center is good. Yeah, still a bit of kind of moire here. And here we do see the sharpness is fine, but the green fringing is a lot of green fringing, okay? Let's check 5.6. Center is okay, it's good. Border are good, but we have the same problem with color fringing that is really important, okay? F8, same thing. Center sharpness is fine, border is fine, is good. This border's sharpness is really not the problem with this lens. The problem is this massive chromatic aberration. We see some bit of purple fringing in this area and green fringing here, okay? F11, we don't lose quality due to diffraction yet, but we do see still chromatic aberration. If we go to f16, yes, we start losing due to diffraction, which is completely normal, and we see fringing is still present. So as you can see, the most noticeable problem is the chromatic aberration. The green fringing is massive. Why did not I see that on my pictures? First, because I didn't check the small details. Second, the type of picture I made were not that detailed. It was not product photography or small things photography, and then were with light in favor, not really against light. So obviously, if you would be making pictures of branches and things like this against light, you will notice this fringing on the borders. In the center there's none, but on the borders corner it's important, so you wouldn't notice it. But for me, the type of pictures I've made, I didn't have this problem. Okay, so it's really important you know what type of picture you're going to make. Second, if we look at the flare, not much flare. I think it was really controlled. I didn't have problem with flare. If we look at focus breathing, there is some focus breathing. Here you don't see it, honestly, because I'm on this plain background, so you don't really notice it. If there were some things in the background, you wouldn't notice it. But honestly, I didn't see more than the 50mm 1.8 by Lumix, the S series, not more than that. So all depends on the type of video you would make. If you'd make video, you would notice it or not. And like me, right now, plain background and the focal distance is the focusing distance is all the time the same almost, so you will not notice this breathing. Okay, so my opinion about this lens. Well, I've got double opinion. One is related to the results you get for the price it has. The price is really affordable, 229 I think euros or dollars. So I think that you cannot ask more than what it gives for that price. Metal built, autofocus, it works fine, it's okay. For that price, we cannot ask for more, okay? So I think someone who is starting doing photography or video and has a lens, a camera body that is not too expensive, maybe the S9, I don't like the S9, but now the price has dropped a lot, now it starts to be interesting, okay? It's around the 1200 euros I was recommending when it came out. I thought it was far too expensive. I would use it for video, not for photography, because there is no mechanical shutter, okay? Or you get a Lumix S5D, for example, or of course you can get a Nikon or Sony, obviously. I think, yes, for people on a tight budget, they don't want to spend that much, or maybe not a tight budget, but this is a focal length they will rarely use. They still want to have one, but they want to spend a lot of money on that. I think this is a great option, completely recommendable. Now, if you're looking for the top quality, optical quality, no color fringing or this, and you're prepared to pay 3 times, 4 times more money than this one, yes, if you can afford it, then go for something better, okay? But we must understand who this lens is for and what type of budget the people who buy this have, okay? So I think for the price it has, it is fairly priced and the quality is fair for that price. If you need better quality, then you must prepare to spend a lot more money. So for me, if you're within this type of people I said who like that kind of or someone who wants to start a YouTube channel like I have and say, I'm getting an S9, I want an affordable lens, this is not a bad idea to get this. For that price, you cannot go wrong, okay? Except if you are in many situations where you have the fringing could be a problem, but honestly on my picture I didn't notice it, okay? So that could be a good option if you're on a tight budget. Otherwise, maybe someone who doesn't get an S9 but an S5D that is still affordable, or you can check Sony and Sony and Nikon Z, obviously, but this one is an L mount, so I speak about the L mount, but it is another mount. So for me, yes, it's you to make the decision. You've seen the results, you've seen my opinion, and you're more able to make your decision for yourself. But still, I think for that price, we cannot ask much more. And for that price, well, for me, it's fine. Okay, so if you're interested in this lens, I'll leave you a link in the description where you can buy it. So thank you so much 7Artisan for sending me the lens. Thank you so much to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button in here and the small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. I'll remind you I've got affiliated links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And don't forget that if you buy Luminar Neo or Aperti, please use my code ERIC10. You get 10% extra discount. I mean, very often they have special offers. You still place my code, it's even cheaper for you. So just use it. That helps me and that helps you. So thank you so much. Also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.